welcome back to the Arthur Cantina podcast episode, whichever number it is nowadays. Season 2. We rearranged our setup. I'm on this side, you're on that side. Joey's in the middle now. And, we're still together with shoestrings. You can see the mess on the table. My phone's set up on some sort of... We're
going to build a permanent location. I'm going to just do remote episodes here at the store. We'll do like once in a blue episodes here, and then we'll have something else built up. This fucking thing is dead.
That's so stupid that it just shuts off like that. You gotta
figure out a way to do it.
You gotta figure it out. All right, I'll carry the show. Don't worry. Keep it on me. I'm the pretty one. So we have a list of things to run down. I don't think we're supposed to say that we have a list of things to run down.
Yeah, you could fucking say that.
All right, well, I don't think you're supposed to curse this early into the podcast. I think it gets us demonetized.
Whatever.
Not that we're monetized.
Whatever, you fuck you.
So let's talk about the big current event. That's not a good segue. Big current event of the week.
All right, so you want me to start with the current event?
Yeah, let's go right into it.
So I ran into a crackhead this morning outside the store.
That's very
I fucking slammed the door on the gate, so it made this loud metal sound, loud banging noise, and the crackhead got scared. He's like, "Oh, are you okay? You all right?" I go, "Yeah, I'm all right." I come back, and I was thinking in my head, I go, "I gotta slam this thing again on the way back in." So I slammed it again, and the crackhead visibly got upset. He knew I was messing around. And he started screaming and yelling. He's like, "What the fuck? What are you doing?" Yelling. He's like, "You being a dick." I'm like, No, I'm sorry. And then he kept mouthing off. So I turned around and I go, "I'm sorry, what happened?" And he goes, "Look at my leg." And he pulls down his pants. He has this gigantic, 5-inch abscess on his hip, pussing. And I'm like, "Oh, disgusting." I closed the door on him. And then he just kept yelling in the street.
That's like, the crackhead is like number one defense, like a skunk. You know,
look at my.
They're scrawny, they're frail.
Look at my scum.
They're a much larger person. You could probably break them in half, but then he shows you a gross wound, and then he chases you away. It's like a skunk fucking spraying his toxic gas at you.
No, gentle soul, never hurt anybody.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta do something about the crackheads. I think we should just. That'll be for another podcast.
You could get all the unsold booze and just hose them down.
No, I think we should just
fucking... Like Ghostbusters 2? Put them spray them with the ooze?
Put them in a pillowcase and throw them in the river or something. I don't know. Get rid of these people. Scum to society.
They get fucking taken off.
Hey, listen, that's nothing but Big Pharma's problem. They started it with their with all their pills. You got these poor people addicted to opioids. Anyway, I digress. Also in the news today, not today, this week, OJ Simpsons dead. Check out our latest Instagram post and our YouTube short. We made fun of OJ. I mean, because, fuck him.
I mean, I don't know how many people could be like, "Yeah, I love OJ."
I mean, if I was a Bills fan, maybe.
I don't know. I guess, right? I guess some people like a
He was like
OJ
the only
camp.
running back to run for 2,000 yards in a 14-game season or something crazy like that. I don't know.
Raped.
And then he...
No, he didn't rape.
He didn't rape anybody.
He
cut the heads off of 2 people.
He could have raped them before.
I mean, he could have raped them after.
But they would have figured that out. They would have had evidence.
I mean, they had a lot of evidence.
Let's not get into this. This is not the Arthur Cantina legal case podcast.
A lot of evidence, but the glove didn't fit, I guess. I don't know.
Getting some legal experts on
So
here.
we did some research. We were trying to find out what was OJ's favorite drink, and the closest we came to was somewhere on the internet said his last drink he had before he went to jail, not for the murders he got acquitted of for kidnapping and armed robbery, whatever he did. He had a Johnny Black and Coke.
Yeah, pretty boring.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I don't know how big of a cocktail enthusiastic person he was. Maybe cocktails weren't even that big at the time. But then again, I think about it. This was only 10 years ago, right?
6, 7,
15 years ago.
Whatever.
So there's definitely things out there. But I guess, some people like to kill people and some people like to drink cocktails.
Johnny Black and Coke.
The choice of murderers.
The choice of a great running back.
I hope Diageo's not listening to this podcast. Not yet.
Yeah, listen,
but
Johnny Walker will be okay.
The official drink of double homicides. Johnny Walker Black.
Acquitted, man. Official drink of kidnapping and rob. He's supposed to do 30 years for that. He only did 7 or something, or 9 or.
The kidnapping was a big thing. armed robbery, whatever. Right? You can argue.
He's robbing his shit back.
Yeah, but
which is
you
funny.
know, if I sell a car to someone and I go and I want it back and I rob it back from you, it's the same fucking thing. You know, he probably sold to somebody.
Yeah, he did.
And then he's like, no, fuck it, that's my shit.
Probably had to pay for all his legal fees to get off from going to jail for killing 2 people.
And then he got hit with a civil case from
and he had to pay for that. So how do you get hit with a civil case? I don't understand how that works.
Right. I only took 1 class in legal criminal defense. So there is criminal case where you have to have a overwhelming case to prove. Right, I'm forgetting the words. You hit me off guard right now. I'm not thinking about this. And then there's a preponderance of the evidence. So civil cases are a lot easier to win versus a criminal case. It's got to be like 100 fucking %. It's got to be like a bulletproof. In theory, it's got to be a bulletproof case brought against you. Like, here's the glove. Here's your blood at the scene of the crime. Here's your tire tracks at the scene of the crime. Here's the camera of you coming out of there.
They had it all.
Chopping 2 people's heads off in a bag. Right, like that's got to be like damning evidence. Whereas civil trial, it's got to be like, I don't know the percentages, but I'm just going to shoot out there like 85%. Like makes sense in the plaintiff's case. So that's why he lost the civil case and had to pay a ton of money. So I don't know. I mean, obviously bankrupted him, the dad. He got some kind of justice a little bit.
I would
have hired a hitman to kill him.
I probably would have killed him myself.
I would have killed him with his own money.
That would be good.
Real poetic.
But I never want to be on trial for anything because all it takes is just like 12 bozos. Because we go to jury duty. Who is it? It's not like it's you, it's me, it's your peers. It's a bunch of idiots. Go on the street, pick 12 random people out.
The both sides of the attorneys on both sides have to agree to the
I know.
jury.
Okay, so how many?
I'm not going to let like a moron go on there unless like I think the moron's going to side for me.
I'll tell you right now. You go out there. I don't know what they select the pool of jurors from. How many people? Go fucking find 40 people. Pick 12 of them. And tell me, I trust these people.
I'm sure they act like, hey, what's your highest level of education? I really don't know. I'm shooting from the hip. I really have no idea what the jury selection is.
I don't want 12 idiots being like, yeah, he did it, because they just think I did. And
all you got to convince one is that he didn't do it.
Well, a friend of mine was on a case, a murder case. He didn't talk about it until it was over. I think the guy ended up being not guilty. They found him, but he said, they were presented not much evidence. Like, he looked like this guy. He had the same height. The car was 2 different cars. They were explaining all this crazy stuff. And then one guy's like, yeah, he did it. And my friend's like, this is someone's life that we're going to put in jail forever just because you think he did. He's like, none of this evidence matches up. So that's all it takes. One bozo to be like, yeah, he did it.
Wow.
My friend had to fight for this guy's freedom. Now, was it the right choice? My friend didn't think he was guilty. He's like, it wasn't enough evidence to put this guy, in his eyes, in jail forever. You know what I mean?
That's the whole point. If you don't think it's 100% he did it, someone fucked up.
I mean,
somebody fucked something up.
It's crazy.
Or they didn't have a strong enough case. And they just brought it anyway, just to bring it.
What else did OJ do?
I don't know why we got into legal stuff.
I don't know. We jumped right into it's supposed to be we're supposed to go into wine of the week. Instead, we just went into OJ. What is the wine of the week?
Shit.
We didn't select one.
We didn't pick one. Oh, we're supposed to do the Penelope.
Oh, yes. Go get the Penelope. Not the wine of the week. It's the whisk of the week. Whiskey of the weeky. So, whiskey of the week. This week is going to be the Penelope Rio. This hard-to-get item, I would say. It took us almost, over a year to finally get our hands on a case? About a year. It's aged in... What is it aged in?
Honey and Amburana barrels.
Honey and Amburana barrels. Double cask finish. You could smell it right off the nose. It's sweet.
A shot.
Give me this thing.
Yeah, you actually have the widest angle.
Penelope Rio. Beautiful bottle. Flair of Brazil. That's why I guess they call it Rio, huh? Straight bourbon whiskey finished in honey and Amburana barrels. Double cask finish.
Right off the nose.
Copper series.
Hits you like a ton of
bricks.
bricks.
Here at the Cantina. Get it with the best say right here in ArthurCantinas.com.
I own actually both Arthur's Cantina and Arthur Cantina.
Good. Not that shop. They got shut down. There was a fraud. Anyway.
Yeah, so we had a bunch of Malaysians trying to mimic our site. Instead of being .com, they put .shop. And like half price and everything.
Now, let me...
So if you got by that Malaysian fake website...
It's not our problem.
Write in the comments. Say, I got by the Malaysians.
Now, a lot of people don't know this. When you give it a sniff to whiskey, you gotta do the doofus. You gotta keep your mouth open.
Yeah.
You got way more...
I recommend smelling it with your mouth closed.
I do both, obviously.
And then
do it open and you go, wow.
Taste the difference.
It's
literally
night and day. It's crazy. Like, I really don't smell anything with the mouth closed. Mouth open. You get a lot of that. A lot of sweet, a lot of honey from that.
I'm getting both mouth and open.
No, I get a lot more with the open.
You get a ton of honey, like a ton of bricks. You get a lot of tea notes as well in the finish. We're just talking about the nose right now.
I mean,
there's definitely something else that like a maple maybe.
This is very like sacrilege to me. The nice whiskey in a plastic cup, but look at that. Look at that color. Nice color to it. All right, let's give it a little sip. A sip.
It's definitely some kind of flour and some kind of molasses in the nose.
I mean, sweet, like sugary, honey, not overpoweringly sweet.
I would love to get like some sugar facts on this.
Yeah.
Man, the honey and the tea persist.
I was about to say tea's like to the tea, you know?
You got these little like piney like points on the front of the tongue. Not sure what that's picking up, but it's like a little sharp, like almost like a stabbing note in the beginning of my tongue. It could be happening in yours.
Yeah, it's like a tea with honey. And it's like, I know a lot of, there's some guy in here the other day, and I was showing it to him. He said, oh, you know, it's like this big macho thing. Like, I need like a whiskey that tastes like shit and burns down. I'm like, oh, this is good. No, I don't want that sweet stuff. I'm like, okay, but it's a fantastic whiskey. I mean,
some people have shot palates, right? They've been smoking a lot, or they've been drinking a lot of shit, or they don't like sweet stuff. They just, it's like a little bit of sugar to them is really overly sweet because they don't consume a lot of sugar. If you consume a lot of sugar, you're kind of like muted to sugar. So you take a lot of sugar if you do think something sweet.
That's true.
If you abstain from sugar for a while, then it comes off as like super sweet, just the littlest amount of sugar. So some people, yeah, I mean, they like that high octane proof. They like that, you know, sharp cutting stuff. Oh, we got everything. So
I mean, this thing is fantastic. I think it's my favorite. My favorite Penelope. It's one of my favorite whiskeys because it's so different. You know, I've never had a whiskey that had this.
We just have a batch in there. Because I gotta say, the first time I tasted it,
this is batch 24-901.
When I had from batch 1, man, creme brulee, bananas, it was had a ton of flavor. We also didn't shake the bottle, so I'm gonna have to sip this again.
We were supposed to save this, but a polished bottle. But it's a, like I said, so it's one of my favorite whiskeys, honestly. I remember when we first had a taste to it, I didn't get to taste it. I was hungover from Whiskey X, whatever it was. I got wrecked the night before, I puked everywhere, embarrassed myself. And then the guy came in the next day to give us a taste on this, and I refused. I said, I can't do it. And Fez kept saying, Charles, this is fantastic. It's fantastic. We have to get it. And then finally, pretty much a year later, we finally got our hands on it, and he's right. Like I said, it doesn't taste like a whiskey, any other whiskey I've had that has like, besides like a shitty flavored whiskey, you know what I mean? Like, added, you know, this is not a flavored whiskey, but it has that same what's the word I'm looking for? Same
well, it's not flavored in the sense that they're not adding things to it, right?
Yes.
But they are flavoring it with the other casks.
Yes.
So they're aging it in that first cask of honey, or I don't know if it's a double cask of honey and Amber Barana, whatever the fuck that is. It might be the wood type. It's definitely giving it some kind of flavor. And the flavor it gives it is, I think like if you were to put something in, not to say tea bags, but if you put something in a vessel and it takes on its flavor, that's kind of what the flavoring is. Not versus like dumping like some kind of substance in there and just stirring it around with a spoon. It tastes
like bananas or a lot of these gimmick whiskeys.
I definitely think the first batch tasted better than this.
Yeah.
I don't want to obviously undersell our batch. The batch 2 is still really good, but I think if you can find batch 1, you got something really special there. And good luck, because we were trying to get it for forever, could not get batch 1. So we got batch 2. So I think we have 4 bottles left.
It's fantastic. It really is that good.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
And this is what I assume this is the last of Penelope in Jersey.
Yeah, I think that would be correct, because I think they're aging all their stuff now in Missouri.
Yeah.
Which is a little fucked up on Penelope's part. Granted, I like the company, I liked what they make, but I also like the guys we were working with here in Jersey, and they all got let go. That happens when the company gets acquired. I understand. You got to bring everything under one big umbrella and save costs. But, still sucks. Sucks for the people that were working here. They were nice folks. And, they held our hand, to say, when we were tasting the barrels.
Tasting I went to.
It was really nice. We went out to Jersey to Penelope. We toured the whole facility. We saw their whole bottling line. And they were really doing everything by hand. They had a few machines there, but everything was done by hand. Like, they were packaging and everything. They were stacking everything by hand. It was a small operation.
Yeah. Putting the stickers on the bottles by hand. There's only there was 10 people there, if that.
No, I don't even think 10 people. I think 5 people working there, really. And the guy and the girl in the office were walking us around. 7 people.
Bought us bagels, different types of cream cheese.
It was very nice.
Yeah, they were very nice. We had a good time. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
They all got fined.
Randy, and I think the girl's name was Lauren.
Yeah.
So, what are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do? They got sold, and they moved. And now, again, that's going to affect Penelope's taste going forward. Missouri weather's a lot different than New Jersey was.
I am going to walk a tightrope tasting their new stuff. I think that's coming out of Missouri, just to see if it's going to be similar. If they, there's going to be a change, because, like you just said, the temperature is going to affect things. How the wood soaks up the whiskey, and how the whiskey soaks up the flavor of the wood. What kind of barrels they're going to be using. I'm assuming they're going to keep the same. I would hope so, since they paid a bunch of money for it. But we'll walk it. We'll test it out for you and let you know what.
Yeah, we have the whole, not all, almost all the Penelope SKUs, right?
The only thing we're missing right now is the Valencia, which is a limited time release.
But we've had that.
We've had that before, yeah.
So we have 8 Penelope and 1 Penelope private barrel, so it's 9 altogether.
I think just Valencia. There might be one other one that they don't make anymore that we don't have.
Yeah, but we even got their toasted rye in.
Yeah. Toasted rye, toasted bourbon, which the toasted rye is great. You want a really nice rye, Penelope toasted rye is the way to go. I think we should move on to part 2, just because we're kind of cutting out of time here.
All right. Which one's part 2? What are we doing here?
Bozo of the week.
Bozo of the week. Well,
the crackhead was Bozo of the day today.
Bozo of the day was
that crackhead showing me his abscess, fucking pussing all over the place. Disgusting motherfucker. Bozo of the week. So we got 2 bozos of the week. One is not like a bozo, but a fuck up on someone's part. The other one is a customer that came in the store. Well, he's not a customer.
Oh, I forgot about that.
He didn't buy nothing, so he's not a customer.
That guy's just a douchebag. Typical douchebag.
So the first part, what I'm talking about, is the peg leg porker ordeal. We've been selling peg leg porker for years. We were hyped to them. We were sharp to them many years before anyone else was, and we loved their product. We were selling it pretty well. Not a whole lot. Maybe 20 cases a year, if that. So, definitely one of the smaller brands that we were selling. But love it. Great stuff. The guy makes it out in Tennessee. Pretty sure. He's a barbecue pit master. Tennessee. His whole process is to take the spent charcoals from barbecuing, because he's a big barbecue guy, and he filters the whiskey through it. So much like how Jack Daniels filters their whiskey with charcoal, they pour it over charcoal and it kind of removes a lot of impurities. He's doing the same thing, but these are charcoals that are, we're sitting in the barbecue, so they got like all these salts and fats and complex compounds on them, and he's pouring the whiskey over those. So it's hyping up the whiskey, it's making it taste better because it's removing impurities, and it's adding on another layer of flavor. I'm not going to say it tastes like bacon. Oh, shit, we have a sample. But it definitely adds a really nice richness to it that you don't get from other whiskeys. Anyway, what I was talking about, the whole ordeal with them, a couple articles came out on Forbes, and there was a run on Peg Leg. So we sold out of our initial 15 cases that we had in stock. We reached out to distributor. Distributor says, yes, we have 50 cases in inventory. So literally that night we were sold all like 15 cases online. Just like orders just coming in left and right, like every 5 minutes. So I called the distributor late and I said, hey, put in whatever you have left. Put in all 50 cases for us. We'll take it. She's like, okay, great. You know, it should be there in about a couple days. It's coming up to us. Fantastic. I update inventory online to show we have 50 cases coming in. Bam, we sell all 50 cases. And people are starting to already send us emails saying, hey, when am I going to receive, when do I expect to receive my order? Granted, you know, they don't know us. First time they're buying from us, so they don't know if we're a legit place or we're going to ship it out or what. So we'd like to get things out, you know, same day or the next day. So I'm holding them all back. I'm like, yeah, it should be here in a few days. You know, distributor says we got 50 cases coming. A few days go by, I call distributor, I say, hey, where's the 50 cases? And they go, bad news. That was a phantom purchase order.
Whatever the hell that means.
We didn't have those 50 cases coming in. They just put that in as like a placeholder, which I don't know
how that works.
Why you would do that.
I guess to sell cases that you don't have.
I don't know, like, what the hell's the point of that? But why give your retailer false information to work on? So I get a bunch of cancellations right away because I reach out to customers, I tell them what's going on, and, you know, understandably, a lot of them pissed. Now it's been 2 fucking months, and I'm holding these people back with emails saying, hey, I'm talking to the distillery, they're saying a few weeks. I'm talking to the distributor, they're saying as soon as they know, we'll get it in. We're promised the cases that we ordered. All this hoopla about, you know, we're going to get it, and we're now 2 months later, and we still haven't gotten anything. So I've been emailing distillery stopped responding to my emails. Distributor has no information. I did call a lady at customer service, and she informed me that there's some coming the 15th, which is going to be tomorrow. But she says, don't bet on that. Mm-hmm. Call me again. And here we are. I'm going to have to deal with emails daily about where's my Peg Leg order. So thank you, whoever screwed that up. I don't think it's Peg Leg that screwed it up, but whoever did, I hope you're out in hell. You're making my life miserable. You want to talk about the second guy? Bozo of the week?
Oh, the guy that came in yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, this guy came in. I mean, you could tell right off the bat kind of, there's just like 3 guys. I mean, one was like the leader of the pack, as in he was the one that like, oh, I'm like a whiskey guy. And like he's looking around. And, you know, you can see what he's looking at. He said, oh, you got Wellers? And I said, yeah. It's fed. Show him the Wellers, you know. And we start, you know, he's looking at him, and we give him the prices. And what did he say? He goes, I forgot the exact word he used. He goes, you guys upcharge.
You guys upcharge a lot.
You upcharge a lot. He goes, I can get this in my grocery store for $60 for like the Weller, which I don't know which Weller he was talking about. But like, I can get this in my grocery store for $60. You guys upcharge a lot. And then they storm out. And it's like, I'll go get it in your grocery store. First of all, he's from a bozo state where they sell booze in a grocery store. So right then and there, this guy's an idiot. He's a shit kicker in my book. And then they're crying about the upcharge. She's like, one, you're not going to find that in your grocery store for $60. And if you do, you got to, like I said, you got to wait online like it's a goddamn PlayStation 2 when we were 16 years old. You got to wait overnight, camping out like a bozo loser. And the thing that pisses me off about these people is that they don't get how the world works. Because if you came into this liquor store where we have to pay rent, pay for a liquor license, pay employees, pay all this overhead to sell a bottle for $60 that you're going to take and go on Facebook, and it's got to be illegal to sell that way, right? Look at that.
Absolutely.
And you sell it for $2,000, and then it's like, okay, great. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do? And, you know, this is our store. We could charge what we want. I could charge $1 for the Wellers. I could charge $10,000 for the Wellers if I want. You can't afford it. That's not my problem. But the attitude people give us is crazy. Because you get some people that come in, oh, you have Pappy's, whatever. No questions asked. No tax, none of that shit. They just pay it. Oh, because that guy can do that. You're going to come here. You're going to go into every other liquor store in I don't know where. You're going to find that bottle for that pretty much the same price. And you're going to give them attitude and go, oh, I can get this $60 in my local supermarket. Then go get it. And this goes back to the guy from a year ago in Christmas, where he came in all smiley with his silly little Christmas sweater on that his wife made him wear because he's a loser and he's not the man of his household. And, you know, he comes in, and it's like Christmas time. Everyone's in good spirits. And this guy just goes, how much is that? Oh, it's always the same with you fucking people. And, like, storms out and leaves his other friend here who was, like, secondhand embarrassed because he was like, oh, I feel like an idiot. And just, like, cursed at us for no reason. Like, we just said, oh, it's this price. And, like, they storm out. It's like, you guys go on Reddit and read some, like, whiskey Reddit post and be like, oh, no, this should only be $60. It's like, it's not how the world works.
I think you nailed it on the head. There's a bunch of people on a forum, you know, jerking each other off about getting it for a great price. And that's what these guys get their high from, is getting it for some price that someone listed for. Because maybe they're a big box store and they just want you to come check in every day and looking for it and hoping that you're going to go buy something else.
That's exactly
That's great. I don't have time for you to pop your head in and ask me, do you have Weller today? I got, you know, a million other things to do, like send people peg leg poker updates.
And another thing, you'll see, like, if you go online, they'll be like, oh, you know, let's say Blanton's, $60. And you go to their store and you go to check out, either they're out or when you go to their webpage, magically Blanton's $200. But when they're advertising it for $60. I've seen that a bunch of times.
I'm not a sneakerhead, but if you want like the Michael Jordan #1s, you think you're going to find it on the fucking shelf, what they sold it for originally? Good fucking luck. You want the fucking limited edition Ferrari? You want to pay what it came from the factory? Good fucking luck. You want some rare shit, and you want to know you're gonna stop in one place to get it? We fucking have it. Mm-hmm. We're not selling it at the highest price, buying giving away neither. Mm-hmm. You want to come and get it? Don't waste your time. Pull up. We'll take care of it. We'll bring it down. Nice. Give it to you. You go about your day. You give the gift to your friend that you want to give them, and that's it. Life continues. If you want to be some kind of moron walking into stores and getting upset with people, you know, that's your fucking problem. You know, that has nothing to do with fucking me. And you go fuck yourself, guy, whoever came in here, because you and your friends on fucking Facebook groups are going to, you know, post at each other, I got it for 50, I got it for 60, lottie fucking do. You got nothing else to brag about in your life and you're miserable. That's your fucking problem.
But also, like, I've been to plenty of places where I went in somewhere and I go, you know, that's too rich for my blood, and I leave. I don't go, yeah, you guys are fucking, you know, like, I don't say anything.
You got it, you don't got it.
You got it, you don't got it. And that guy didn't get it. He had some.
No, he was going to go jerk off later and go, I got this for $40, and scream and yell with his other fucking screeching friends, yelling about what they paid for it. Listen, don't waste that fucking time, okay? I'm not giving away things for free. I got bills to pay. Everyone's got bills to pay. We got salaries to pay.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Go find it. Go to your fucking supermarket and get it.
Yeah. I'm sure you're gonna spend fucking you know, $800 on Yeezy shoes. You got no problem doing that, but you're gonna give me a fucking hard time because I want to make a few dollars on something that you can't get anywhere else. You fuck.
To be fair, that guy wasn't buying Yeezy shoes. That guy was probably buying like.
Whatever.
He was probably buying like, I'm buying a new.
LL Bean.
No, yeah. I'm buying a new LL Bean vest and a rail grip for my AR-15 because that's my Second Amendment.
Nah,
he looked like yes, he did. He looked like a guy from like Virginia or some dumb shit.
He looked like a dude who like goes.
Hey, listen, I'm a Second Amendment guy, by the way. So
I didn't get that vibe off of him. He looked like a guy who like has to get the whole IKEA lineup in his house. He has to buy every piece of the IKEA furniture. And, like,
he's crying about the whiskey price, but he paid $300 for a shitty LL Bean vest.
Yeah, whatever.
Fez has a better vest than him. Okay?
Fez's vest heats himself
up. That vest makes you look like a loser. They probably drive a Subaru. Fuck out of my face, guy.
All right, fuck that guy. He already riled me up now. Pour me a little peg leg, please. I'm gonna sip this thing. We'll talk about it too. All right, moving on. Things accomplished in the store. We got the ECs fixed.
Man, just the smell of the Rio in here, I love it. I'm gonna have to cop a bottle.
Fucking ECs were installed by some kind of monkey. Put them in all wrong, not leveled. We're having all kinds of issues.
Who installed those ACs?
Some fucking loser we don't want to talk about.
Oh, okay. Oh,
anyway,
okay.
Anyway,
that guy.
The guy who did come to fix them did a really nice job. Leveled them all out, so they're not pooling up with the water everywhere.
We also had before this guy, we had another guy with the AC.
Oh, we had some other asshole who came in.
There's another bozo. We got a lot of bozos.
Bozo the fucking year.
We're gonna make a new podcast, the Bozo Podcast.
Bozos of Arthur Avenue. Start an Instagram account.
So
a lot hotter than that Penelope.
It's not as good. Listen, the Penelope should win the awards if you ask me.
That Rio, man, that Rio's fucking good.
No, I mean the peg leg's not bad.
The peg is not bad, but honestly, a lot thinner, it's a lot lighter compared to the Rio. The Rio's like drinking molasses.
Yes, yeah.
This peg leg is like super thin after that. Mm-hmm. That's also something you should take in mind too when you're drinking stuff. Like, hey, if I had something really crazy before and then I drink something else, the other thing that might not taste as good because of the first thing you had. Always keep that in mind when you're tasting things.
All right.
Reevaluating workspace. We did a couple things, little tune-ups here. We
moved the AC. It's still, you come in the store, we're kind of like not under construction, but remodeling. Is that the best way to put it? We moved the AC in a more
little things.
Efficient,
optimal location.
There you go. Optimal location. So is it crooked? Who hung that?
No, he leveled it. He leveled it.
We're updating our wall, which we've been for a while. We got to throw a nice coat of paint on that bad boy.
Yeah.
What else are we gonna do? We're also in the midst of slowly remodeling the counter.
Yeah, I want to rebuild the whole counter. I want to rip it out and put a whole new counter in place. Mm-hmm. We did a little bit of wire organizing yesterday and the day before.
It makes it such a difference. It looks 1,000 times better just by tucking wires.
We dropped the shelf a little bit down too, just so it's more space for the balls to move around. We do a lot of little things here. I like to tune things up here and there. Not get crazy, but make the store look better and work better. So a little bit of that this week.
Eventually, we need a kitchen space and a shower.
We got to figure out like a little prep area for food, man, because there's another podcast we're going to start is Are We Dying?
Are We Dying podcast. Shout out Mike Figs.
Shout out Mike Figs, my arch enemy.
I'll never listen to this.
My mortal fucking rival. I don't know if I should call him rival because rival means you're my equal. He's definitely not my equal.
I hope he doesn't listen.
Mike Figs is going to cry tonight. He's going to listen to this podcast and go.
Shout out to the Thing Is podcast. Ding. Go watch the Thing Is podcast with us on it. That was a fun one. Reorganizing the store.
Yeah, we need a little bit of a kitchen space to just prep stuff because, there's a lot of good food out here and there's a lot of healthy options too. But we gotta just get our own little area. We can't
eat fucking sandwiches and pizza all the fucking.
We gotta eat salads.
We're in the midst of a weight loss competition.
Right. You
and I are the only front runners. Fez is gaining weight, I think.
Yeah, I don't even know. I think he's atrophying. Yeah. His organs are eating his muscles.
The guy with the heart attack and 5 stents in his heart just like, no, I don't need to go to the gym or not eat pizza. So, shame Fez. He's our favorite. You look on our Instagram, you know which one's Fez. Yeah. And just comment on our Instagram, on our YouTube, say Fez, start eating right.
Keep Fez alive.
Keep Fez alive. Hashtag keep Fez alive.
Keep Fez alive. We're doing our best, but, getting through to Fez.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're gonna probably bring in a professional psychologist at some point.
Oh, another bozo of the week. We didn't even get to this. We don't have to touch on everything, but the garbage can theft that we suffered.
Oh, yeah. So, New York City got a new regulation for all businesses where you have to put your garbage in a lidded container, I guess. Container with a lid. So, it's good. I think it's a good thing. It's another regulation requirement, but
New York City for you.
If we fight off the rats,
can't tie my shoes without a goddamn regulation or requirement.
Someone's gonna come up your ass and tell you how to do it.
Yeah.
But I ultimately I think it's a good thing. It's gonna make the city cleaner. It's a fucking eyesore when you see 50 garbage bags piled on the side of the sidewalk, and you can see like the animals just running in there and eating it. If it's not rats, it's raccoons,
but the thing
it's
is,
possums, it's fuck or whatever.
We never had that. We have boxes, and then we have a bag of garbage for like
whatever, you know.
Paper.
They're gonna make a rule for everyone.
I get it.
It's not gonna work unless everyone does it.
But the problem is, we got a garbage can stolen. Brand new garbage can. We have it on camera. Some loser. You have to be a loser to steal a garbage can. Yeah. It was one thing if you would have took it, threw it in the street, lit it on fire. But you know, okay, I understand that. But you're gonna walk past our garbage, walk past our store, look in the garbage can, and then with your girlfriend at the time, it's like 4 a.m. We all have it. We have it on camera.
Fucking loser.
And then he walks away, and then he comes back with a hood on, same outfit, just with his hood on, takes the garbage can. And just takes it across the street and steals the garbage can.
In his motorcycle cut.
Motorcycle cut. He's not in a motorcycle. So he's not in a motorcycle club. I don't want to call him a gang. He's not a gang. He's not in the club. He's just some loser. And if you know this man, let us know. We had to get a new garbage can. We paid a lot of money. It's a Ferrari garbage can. Paid a lot of money for this.
So we got a garbage can, spray painted it, made it look nice, threw a couple of Ferrari stickers. So if it does get stolen, I can go look and point it out and say, hey, this is my garbage can. It's got my Ferrari stickers all over it.
This is the problem. This is the problem when, again, I'm sprouting off. This is like the Alex Jones podcast or whichever. It's the problem with New York City. You got crackheads with disgusting wounds bothering you outside the store.
Look
at
some
other crackheads fucking stealing a garbage can.
Well, I don't think that guy was a crackhead. Might have been.
He's a loser. He's worse than a crackhead. Crackhead wouldn't even steal my garbage can.
Yeah, because the crackhead's homeless.
They'll live in the garbage can. They'll live in a garbage can.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
We already did Liquor of the Week, so skip that.
We're pretty much done here. We got holidays coming up. Tax day, which is today or tomorrow? Tomorrow. Shit. Government's going to... I'm going to go fund Israel and pay for migrants' debit cards tomorrow once they take that out of my bank account.
I mean, God bless America.
Keep voting for them, guys. You're doing a hell of a job. World War III's coming. Tax day, but if you get taxes back, unlike me, out to Cantina.com. Okay, get the Rio.
Cinco de Mayo.
You don't know what you're missing out, man. The Rio's fantastic.
Cinco de Mayo, right up.
Cinco de Mayo, Passover. We got Buffalo kosher. So if you need kosher stuff, we got it.
There's a bunch of stuff. I actually made a collection online. All the kosher products that we have in store. So if you need something, we got
L'chaim, right? Is that what they say?
Something like that.
Something like that.
New things coming out.
Gentiles here.
We got Old Forester barrel coming in.
Mm-hmm.
So to add to our already 5 barrels of personal selected whiskey, that's barrel just for us. The Old Forester single barrel proof. Those are coming in sometime next week. So it's going to be a new item for us.
We're going to have custom sticker. We're going to do custom labeling?
We're going to do custom labeling on this one. On some of the prior barrels, we can do custom engraving. So we'll have like a laser machine, etch whatever you want. In this one, we're going to do custom stickers. So we could literally draft up whatever you want, and we'll slap it on the back of the bottle like it's official sticker, like it was meant to be there. Mm-hmm. So you want to like commemorate your annual family reunion, your union meeting.
You want it's Grandpa Joe's birthday. He loves a bottle of whiskey.
Lodge 105 is having a whatever.
Elks Lodge. Yeah. You sign the book, bring a bottle with the Elks Lodge logo.
You can do anything you want. Buy 18 bottles or more, and we can do whatever you want.
Them all. You can do whatever you want.
We might do a barrel of tequila.
Yeah, we're kicking that idea around.
Working on
how many? We got 1, 2, 3, 4.
We're gonna have 6 private barrels of bourbon. Oh no, so I should say whiskey because we have a rye.
Yes, yeah. So we're thinking about a private barrel of tequila, just to switch it up.
Yeah, because we do have a big, robust tequila selection, and we keep building it up. I think we'll do pretty well with tequila here.
Yeah, we've talked about that a while, like reformatting or restructuring the tequila section, and we've done a hell of a job. We're getting rid of all the crap that has additives, all the bullshit stuff, all the stuff with pretty much a celebrity on it. Get rid of that and get the real stuff, real Mexican.
Yeah,
the Mexican hooch, man, that good stuff.
We're trying to get away from the big brands. I think that's like the model for the store. There are a few big brands, we have to sell just because, they're just that big and people, they still go to small stores for them. But for the most part, we like to stay away from the big brands. Look for quality and look for things that are unique. So yeah, like the Casamigos, see you later. And once that's done, we're not going to get those back in. And that goes for a lot of things that we're no longer going to carry. Not just tequila. A lot of other brands too. You come to us, you want something boutique-y. You want something you can't get someplace else. That's what we're known for. That's what we're going to keep on doing. And then finally, we're still working on a theme song. Our good friend, or so he says he is.
He's not a good friend. He's a coward. He's a liar.
Boyano from Boyano Foods in the market.
Again, prank Boyano Foods. Call them.
Yes, if you don't know how to prank, you star 67 your phone number.
Yes.
And then you dial in the phone number of where you want to call.
And when you call Boyano Produce, say, I need a meat lovers pizza.
Ask for the meat lovers. Heavy on the pepperoni.
Heavy on the skins.
Heavy on the skins.
Heavy on the skins, man.
We prank them. I mean, listen, we don't sanction anything, but whatever you want to do, if you think it's funny.
It's funny.
I mean,
if you want to record it, I'll give you 10% off your next order. If you prank Boyano Foods or, call them and ask for the meat lovers with extra skins. Record it, I'll give you 10% off your next order. I'll come right out of my pocket. I don't care. Until he makes us a theme song.
At that point, we'll then say, please don't prank Boyano Foods anymore.
We'll back up on that.
All right. I think that's it. I think we're done, man.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in. This would be the point where we play the outro song that we don't have. Boyano hasn't written for us yet. Thanks for nothing, Boyano.